Hey guys, so there's a lot of new gun owners out there, and with new gun ownership comes new responsibilities that you might not have thought of. One of those responsibilities is safe storage, so let's talk about that a little bit. Let's get to work. Hey guys, Work here. Welcome back to Work the Trigger. So as I said, there are a lot of new gun owners out there, and one of the things that doesn't come up a whole lot is safe gun storage. Now, although I don't prescribe to the government-mandated safe gun storage and all that bull crap, I do think that you need a safe and reliable way to store your firearms that is also easily accessible. That's where today comes in. Today we've got a safe system from SecureIt that is a safe system that's higher quality and more customizable than some of the security cabinets that you might see, but doesn't cost nearly what a full-on safe costs. I particularly have a specific location in my home that I need a thin safe that can actually hold long guns. That's where this comes in. This is the Fastbox Model 47. Let's go ahead and pull it open here and I'll show you exactly what you're getting. Today's unboxing is brought to you by American Buffalo Knife and Tool. Get those out of here. And let's open this bad boy up. All right. So inside the box, we have another box. It's like a freaking Russian doll of boxes. Now you can see here it's made in China, but honestly these days it's really hard to find something that's not made in China, especially for the price of this thing. So this thing comes in at about 350 bucks, and there we go. All right, so as I said, this thing sells for 350 bucks. It only weighs like 50 pounds, but it's an awkward 50 pounds. Let's get the second box open. Now this is their, I guess I gotta lay it down. Just a second. There we go. And that's the bottom. Nope, I thought it was the bottom. I don't think it really matters. I think it's relatively universal. Nope, now it's upside down. Give me just a minute, we'll flip it back over. Okay. Oh, that didn't sound good. Okay, so this particular box, I don't really know which way it goes. All right, we're gonna go with it this way. So this is a long gun box that is made, it's got the vertical mount kit. Grab the keys really quick, pop it open so we can see what it looks like inside. And there we go. Okay, so we got vertical mount components in here. We've got some padding for the walls. Now that we've got it open, you can kind of see what's going on. It's got a mount system back in the back here, and it did come with a couple of shelves as well. And that's going to allow us to customize the interior for the guns that we're going to end up putting in here. It's kind of nifty actually. It's got threaded inserts on this side and holes on this side. So if you end up getting multiple, you can actually hook them together and kind of create a safe system rather than just a single safe or cabinet. It does have a multi-locking system. You've got a lock bar up here on the top. You've got a bar down here about halfway down, and then down at the bottom you've also got a bar down there. And the lockup is a pretty solid lockup. So this safe is actually, it's more built specifically for a horizontal application, like under a bed or something. That's not what my application is though. So as I said, I did get the vertical kit with it, and that's not what this is. This is the brackets and stuff for the bottom, which includes what looks to be a couple of feet maybe, and then brackets to actually hook it down. So let's go ahead and open the kit now and take a look and see what's in here. Okay, so as I said, it's got the vertical kit. So included in that vertical kit are a buttstock base. This goes down at the bottom to hold the buttstock of whatever you're putting in there. And then it does also come with two of these guys. So these are gonna end up hooking on back here. And those are gonna hold the barrels of whatever you end up putting in here. Then it also comes with a little case. This can be for magazines or whatever. And you can sit that up in the top. You can also put other guns in that, like a pistol or something like that. This is just a standard tool tray, which is kind of nice because that means that you can, if you don't like the size of this one or you want additional ones, like I might, you can just get new tool trays and put them in there. Okay, so I dropped you down a little bit so you can kind of see a little bit more what's going on in here. So let's take a 10.5 AR pistol here. We can sit that down in the base, get an idea of where this guy needs to be. And then just like that now, we've got our AR in there, and we can just grab that and pull it out for quick, easy access to the firearm. Put it back in, you just sit it back there, put it back in its slot, and wrap that around there. And now you've got a good, nice system that's lockable so that others can't get in it. And by others, I mean like kids. Now this does have an electronic number pad down below the lock. Right here, it's kind of low and hard to see. That number pad, it is kind of low, but this is the correct way up. Again, this safe is made for like under a bed. It's made for a horizontal application. We're using it for a vertical with their kit, but it is made for horizontal, so keep that in mind with things like that. It's not the end of the world, because this is more for like convenient access than it is like super instantaneous access. It's going to be hidden away. It's not going to be overly convenient, but it's going to be way more convenient than like going to a different floor of the house. So now let's go ahead and get this thing installed and take a look and see what it looks like all together. Okay guys, so I've got this in my selected place now. Sorry for the sound, I'm in the closet and I don't plan on coming out anytime soon, but I've got this thing where I want it. So now what we need to do is bolt it to the floor, because like all safes, it's not. So you don't want somebody to just be able to grab it and yank it and walk away with it. So we need to bolt this thing to the floor. So let me show you here what we've got at the bottom. We have 4 mounting bolts. Now we do need some stuff that they don't supply, and I wish that they did supply these. So it does come with a mounting kit, but the mounting kit is for like under a bed, and I don't want this under the bed. So I had to go out and get some bolts to be able to bolt this thing down to the floor. They're a lag bolt style. They're 1/4 inch by 1 inch long. So that'll let me drill down into the floor. I'm on hardwood floors here. If you're working with like a slab or something, you're gonna have to get something specific to your application. Probably why I guess they don't like provide stuff. But, so we've got it in our spot. I'm going to show you where I'm going to drill, and then I'm going to mark it, pull the safe out, drill it, and then I'll put it back in and get everything hooked down. So let's go ahead and show you what the base looks like, and then we'll go ahead and mark it. So you can see this is inside the safe now. We've got 4 mounting holes, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. And now that it's where I want it, let's go ahead and get this centered pretty much in here. Now, I did get screws that were a little bit smaller than the holes, so that's going to give me a little bit of leeway in the alignment, so these holes don't have to be absolutely perfect, but I want them pretty darn close. So let me go ahead and get the rest of these done, and then we'll pull the safe out and we'll start drilling. Okay, so the holes are punched now. Sorry, this is the best aspect I've got with my lens, but holes are punched, so now I'm going to go ahead and pull this out and I'll start drilling the holes down into the floor. Alright, holes are drilled. Let's go ahead and move the safe back. And with the safe back in there, I can go ahead and take my screws that I got and a washer. I'm going to go ahead and hook it down. Okay, so that thing is in there. It's not going anywhere now. So now we've got 2 last things that we need to do. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do the battery, and then we're going to put in our code for it. So to do the battery, we're going to take out this little guy right here. There we go. And we can see the battery compartment in here. It does just kind of fit up in there. There's no like wires or anything, so you're going to have to get down to kind of look at it. All right, battery is in. Go ahead and pull this up. Get this back in here so we don't lose this tiny little screw. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is, gotta look at the front. We're gonna pull this cap off of the back. We're gonna hit this button and you're gonna see this light change. There, now it's green. So now I can put in any code that I want, and then I'm gonna hit that red button again. This is gonna stay green for about 6 seconds, so it should turn off pretty soon here. There it goes. Okay, so now I can't put in the code, so I gotta hit that button again. Okay, so once you finish the code, the light's gonna blink a couple of times. Now, go ahead and pull the key out. I'm gonna lock it, okay? And I'm gonna put in my code to verify that my code worked. Okay, there we go. So the code works, and it'll do that for 10 seconds. All right, so we're working, which means the keys can go into a hiding place. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna sit this guy down in the bottom. This is the buttstock holder. So you sit that down in the bottom, and this is what the guns are going to kind of sit on. So let's go ahead and toss that down here. Okay, also you do wanna take this button protector and put that back over that, because again, In order to change that code, you just have to tap that button and it'll enter so that you can change the code. So to keep from accidentally altering or clearing the code, go ahead and put that back on there. So now we are pretty much done. Let me go ahead and, okay, it's unlocked, it's open. Let's pull this up a little bit and let's toss a gun in. So this is not the gun that's going to live in this safe, but this is the gun that we're going to be using for now at least. So we're going to adjust the position of these to match about the top of the barrel. I want the top of the barrel sitting right about in here like this. So that's all going to be dependent on your setup and your gun. So we're going to go ahead and toss this in. So now I should be able to sit my gun in and toss my band over it. You can see in here, maybe. So here you can see, here's the gun. Here's our little rubber band guy, pulled right over there. Now if I want this out, I can pull it from the bottom and it'll slide right out of that rubber band, but that rubber band's gonna keep it from falling out otherwise. So now all I've gotta do is load this thing up with what you wanna load it up with. Close it and lock it. Now you've got secure, affordable storage in your slim or low profile location that's gonna keep your guns away from the wrong hands. Again, I wanna thank SecureIt Tactical for helping me to get this. I didn't get it for free, but they did give me a pretty hefty discount, so I appreciate that greatly. If you guys are interested in one of these, take a look in the description down below for them. So far, I'm impressed with the quality. Again, it's more of a cabinet than a safe, but it's heavier duty than most cabinets are, and it definitely looks extremely nice. Really quick, a couple of, I wouldn't say complaints, a couple of observations that I've had with it thus far. I would like the back panel to be able to be flipped. I would like this kind of going the other way so that the buttons were closer up to the top. This is pretty much in the middle, but with the buttons a little bit closer up to the top, it works in a more vertical application better. But that being said, I really like the way it sits. I like the slim profile. The biggest problem that I was having before is the space that I had. It was really difficult to find a safe or a security cabinet or something that would fit in this space because it's a very slim space. The ones that I did find were like $600 to $700, which is as much as some of the larger safes. Remember that this thing does also fit horizontally. They have applications for under the bed, for on shelves. They even have an application for what looks like to be vehicles. So that's kind of awesome too. So thanks guys for watching. I hope this was informative for you. I'll keep an eye out on this thing and I'll give you some updates eventually. But it opens quick, it opens nice, and it's easy access to your firearms. Remember guys, if you found this useful, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what we do here on the channel and you want to see some more, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. If you like gun talk, go ahead and check out our podcast. That's Leadheads Podcast. Remember, I appreciate every one of you, and until next time, do your research, get informed, and get to work.